When genomic data hit the petabyte scale, primitive flat text files buckled under the weight of human DNA. To systems engineers, the next step was obvious. Just migrate that massive dataset into an industry-standard relational database, like Oracle or PostgreSQL. But when scientists actually tried to query the human genome inside these standard systems, the databases stalled and crashed. The software failed because the core architecture of these systems was never designed to handle the multi-layered dependencies of a genome. Relational databases were born in the 1970s. They were engineered by computer scientists specifically to track banking ledgers, financial transactions, and inventory. They rely on a schema, a strict architectural blueprint that defines exactly how many columns exist and what kind of data fits into every single row. This image shows exactly why that works for finance. You see the structured horizontal rows and alphabetical index tabs of a classic ledger, aligning predictable numbers. Looking at the vertical column lines, you see how the system enforces order. Every dollar amount must be uniform. Relational schemas thrive on predictable order, making them a poor fit for unstructured biological data. Biological data ignores the grid. It is unstructured, interconnected, and constantly evolving. This graph models a single gene branching out to produce different proteins, interacting with environmental factors, and linking to dozens of human diseases simultaneously. Forcing that biological complexity into a relational database is like trying to map a living rainforest using only a two-dimensional spreadsheet. Natural ecosystems cannot be accurately mapped or understood using two-dimensional grid tools. To force this biological web into the grid, database administrators had to employ a structural workaround. They used a process called normalization, partitioning these intricate biological networks into dozens of separate, isolated tables. The system accepted the data, but logical connections defining the biological context were lost during storage. The real problem surfaced when researchers needed to ask questions and see the full biological picture. To answer a single query, the database executes table joins, stitching separate fragments back together in real time. As the query runs, connecting lines multiply exponentially. The massive volume of biological relationships causes the relational engine to choke, time out, and fail. The overwhelming processing load generated by these massive biological table joins causes the physical server components to instantly overheat and fail. The rigidity meant to organize data became the exact mechanism crushing the server's processing power. Bioinformatics researchers realized they could not bend evolutionary biology to fit the strict rules of a database schema. Instead, the industry shifted to entirely new architectures, specifically NoSQL document stores and specialized graph databases. The failure of SQL in genomics forced computer science to invent systems that prioritize dynamic relationships over rigid tables. Relational databases were built for the predictable rules of finance, not the evolutionary chaos of life. Accurately modeling the human genome requires an architecture that mirrors biological complexity. You cannot normalize nature.